वेलकम बैक गाइज, आपका स्वागत है अनदर किंगडम कम डिलीवर्स 2 के पार्ट में। सो लास्ट 2 पार्ट्स में अपन ने देखा था कि अपन कैसे सर्वाइव करते हैं, कैसे वो ओल्ड लेडी अपने को बचाती है और उसकी जो बेटी है वो भी अपने को हेल्प बहुत करती है। फिर अपन एक नए शहर में जाते हैं, उधर अपने को कोई पहचानता नहीं है। अपन एक कैसल में जाते हैं मैसेंजर बन के, बट उधर अपने पास कुछ दिखाने के लिए नहीं रहता है, तो उधर से वो भी अपने को हकल देते हैं। और फिर उधर से निकल के अपन काम के खोज में जाते हैं और एक अपन प्रिपरेशन करते हैं कि उधर कैसल में एक वेडिंग होने वाली है। सो उस वेडिंग में अपने को घुसना है कैसे भी करके, एज अ वेटर, एज अ वर्कर, कुछ भी बोल सकते हो आप। एज अ वर्कर उसमें अपने को जाना है। और कैसल में इनका कुछ मिशन है, हेनरी और हंस का। सो लेट्स सी, देखते हैं उनका क्या मिशन है। मे बी इस पार्ट में अपने को देखने को मिलेगा। सो हेडफोन डाल लीजिए और इस गेम के म्यूजिक को और कट सीन को एंजॉय करिए। लेट्स डू दिस।
Find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
Aye, aye.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You are welcome. Don't even mind. Let's go for you are welcome.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Tell me more about Tomcat. या इसको अभी स्टार दे, मतलब ये कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट है पूछने के लिए।
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Combat training, go and see Tomcat. Okay. Where I can find Tomcat? Yes.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
निकलते इधर से, but
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
सो वेलकम बैक गाइज, आपका स्वागत है अनदर किंग कम के पार्ट 3 में। मे बी ये अपना पार्ट 3 होने वाला है और अभी अपने को जाना है टॉम कैट से बात करने के लिए। मे बी सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं मेरे कपड़े पहन लेता हूँ। किधर गए? ये तो ऐसा ही घूम रहा है। इसके पास ये शर्ट है फिर भी नहीं ये पहन रहा है। ऐसे भी गो, नाउ इज़ बेटर। तो अभी अपने को जाना किधर है मैं देख लेता हूँ एक बार। इधर ही बता रहा है, होल्ड ऑन, ये रहा। इसको कंपाइल होने में टाइम लग रहा है। देखो इधर अभी इसका
Get out! Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Did you have anything of value in there? Where did your wagon tip? I don't know about this. क्या पूछना है इसको?
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartushak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
I'm sorry to hear that. What done is done. Let's go for I'm sorry.
Sorry to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So, what will it be?
Trading. What's over the hill?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Where Richard we can find the merchants here? Is there avoid? Is there anything I should avoid? Let's go for avoid.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Where can I find other merchants here? Where is the church? चर्च के बारे में बाद में पूछते, पहले merchants के बारे में पूछते.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trotsky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
What time do you to go? Where is the church? चलो चर्च के बारे में पूछते हैं. चर्च के बारे में इतना बता रहे.
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catherine. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
ट्रेड करके देखते हैं इसके साथ कुछ.
What do you have for sale?
शॉप में. Mumbai I am selling E to select any item and add to your cart. Okay. इसके बाद जो जो है उसका कार्ट में है, बट अपने पास पैसा कितना है? 20 रुपीज़ ओनली, ओनली 20 रुपीज़ मैन। सो अपने पास कुछ खरीदने के लिए अभी पैसा नहीं है, सो अभी अपन बचाना चाहिए। ओके
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
सो इसके अपन बाद में ट्रेड कर सकते हैं। वेट अ सेकंड, इधर कुछ तो दिखाई दे रहा है। अभी इतना दूर जाने के लिए अपने को तो हॉर्स चाहिए, इधर हॉर्स की ज़रूरत है अपने को। देखते हैं, इसको पूछ के देखते हैं इधर हॉर्स रहेंगे तो अपन हॉर्स से जाएंगे यार, क्योंकि अभी मैंने देखा था मैप में बहुत दूर जाना है, ये अपने को इधर जाना है, बी में जाना है। सो लेट्स सी मेरे को हॉर्स किधर से मिलेंगे।
Doesn't it bother you? Walking around here like some animal.
इधर मेरे को हॉर्स है ऐसा लग रहा है, लेट्स सी देखते कोई हॉर्स चुराएंगे इधर से बंग लेंगे फिर। लेट मी चेक हियर क्विकली। ओह लॉक है, लॉक। इसको पूछता हूँ। नहीं, इसके पास तो कुछ होगा ही नहीं।
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
लेट मी चेक हियर, क्योंकि आपने को हॉर्स इधर दिखाई दे रहे हैं मुझे। इधर अंदर आके देखता हूँ, कुछ हॉर्स मिले तो ट्रेड करेंगे और कुछ किराए पे ले सकते हैं।
Can I
ओह
help you?
इधर तो हॉर्स है।
You should go before people begin to suspect you of stealing.
देखते हैं अभी, ये चेस करने देते हैं कि
That's our horse! Thief!
Well, that's a tough one.
ओह कम ऑन। नाइस, इधर से अपन अभी भगले उधर से हॉर्स लेके। चलो चलते हैं अपने पार्ट पे, और उधर जाके अपने को मैं भी जो अपने को वेडिंग में हेल्प करने वाला था, मतलब वेडिंग में घुसने के लिए कुछ वर्कर का काम देने वाला था। वैसे तो उधर वेडिंग में अपने को घुसने दे रहे थे, क्योंकि अपन मैसेंजर नहीं है। वो अपन मैसेंजर है बट वो मान नहीं रहे, क्योंकि अपने पास कपड़े नहीं है। आपने वो पार्ट दिखाने होगा तो पार्ट 1 में है और पार्ट 2 में भी उसकी स्टोरी है। मैंने सभी के सभी प्लेलिस्ट में डाले, सो आप उधर से जाके चेक कर सकते हो। सरेंडर क्यों करना है? अभी पीछे कोई नहीं है हमारे।
Oh, oh.
God! God!
अब इससे उतरे कैसे?
Oh, oh.
That's a fine maypole.
ओके इसको इधर पार्क करना है। पार्क मतलब इसको इधर बांधना पड़ेगा। मे बी लेट्स सी। डिस्माउंट, ओके डिस्माउंट है। ओके एक्स से डिस्माउंट था। नाइस, वी गो। अब ये इधर रहेगा। प्रेस टू कॉल योर हॉर्स एंड होल्ड टू। आ तो नहीं रहा है। और इसको पेड भी अपन कर सकते हैं क्या? लेट मी चेक फर्स्ट। इसके पास जाके देखते पहले कि ये वही है क्या अपने को वेडिंग में लेके जाने वाला। यस, दिस इज दैट वे। अब ये किसी से बात कर रहा है, बट फ्री होने के बाद आपने को इधर ऑप्शन आएगा। मैं तब तक मैं इधर एक्सप्लोर कर लेता हूँ, मुंह दे लेता हूँ।
Hey, did you forget your clothes somewhere?
ओह शिट, ये क्या हो गया? सॉरी गाइस, वो मेरे से गलती से मेरा टैब खुल गया था। है बड़ी, ये रहा, ये हो गया। फिर अभी इससे बात करते हैं। वी गो।
God bless.
आई एम हियर अबाउट द जॉब। यस,
I'm here then. You said in the alehouse that you could do with a helping hand at the forge, didn't you?
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What's your name? Henry?
That's right.
You said something in the tavern about being a blacksmith's son, didn't you?
Aye, that's me. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
let's go. Let's get started.
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
My blood-smith son, इसका चेस्ट किधर है बेबी? प्रूव योरसेल्फ इन द blacksmith. मैं भी इसके घर में होगा क्या ये?
Why are you barking like that, dog? What are you poking around that door for, eh?
इधर तो नहीं है यार।
You shouldn't be here. Off you go. Quick.
अभी इससे बात
That's
करना।
it. Go now. Stop faffing about and get the things from the chest.
अरे भाई चेस्ट किधर है तुम्हारा? अरे ये रहा। कम ऑन।
Get to it. I want to see how you'll fare.
यस।
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up a bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Work the bellows.
अबे लाल हो गया है। मैं भी अभी आपने को फोल्डिंग पंप्स एयर इनटू फर्नेस इंक्रीज द टेम्परेचर। अभी इंक्रीज तो कर रहा है यार।
can tell the temperature
Nice, here we
by
go.
the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out.
Check the blade temperature.
That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
हैमर किधर है?
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are.
Oh, okay. अपना इसमें स्टैमिना भी जा रहा है ना?
It's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel? Very nice.
Nice.
You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and
ये
continue
कुत्ता
on
क्या
the
कह
other
रहा है बीच
side.
में? Turn the swords. Okay.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
Continue forging. Okay. There we go.
It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before.
हाँ मतलब इसको गर्म रखना है ताकि वो हथौड़ा का ठीक से काम आए ना. ताकि मतलब जो लोहा गर्म रहता है तभी हथौड़ा मारना चाहिए. जो शोले का डायलॉग है ना.
Get some other things done today. Henry, stop gazing into the fire like a fortune teller and heat it up.
अरे भाई हीट ही कर रहे हैं वो अभी होना तो चाहिए.
The whole thing is
Yes,
heated
here we
up
go.
now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes.
There we go. अभी रोटेट करना पड़ेगा. दोनों तरफ ठीक से लगाना चाहिए.
See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes, oh, there you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it.
Nice, here we go.
Sword
बन गया
will
अपना.
be done. The rest is just tweaking.
टेम्पर द ब्लेड. अभी ये खुद से कर रहा है अभी. मतलब पहले से आपने से फूक मरवा ली. अभी आपने को वो उधर से मशीन से मारा है. अभी पहले नहीं मार सकता था. हंटिंग स्वॉर्ड, यस स्विचिंग स्मिथिंग सक्सेसफुल हंटिंग स्वॉर्ड, अपन ने एक हंटिंग स्वॉर्ड बना लिया है और इसको अभी समझ में भी आ गया है कि हाँ हमारे फैमिली भी बनाती थी ऐसे.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
आपने को वेडिंग के बारे में पूछना है. वेयर इज द वेडिंग? व्हाट द whistling for?
What
Okay.
good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm.
Oh,
You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
okay.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
पहले दो तो हो गए. How should I hit it properly?
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere. If your forging's going to be even, the main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
अरे what? Where exactly can I sleep?
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody will steal them.
Where can I get the model? What can I do with the items on force? What's now?
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sakura, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
पहले थोड़े थोड़े छोटे काम करने हैं. द ब्लैक स्मिथ सन ये अपना कंप्लीट हो चुका है. अब गेट इन द वेडिंग पार्टी विद द हेल्प ऑफ ब्लैक स्मिथ बी.
What would you like?
आपने को बारे में पूछता था ना. टेल मी अबाउट द मोर इंटरेस्टिंग आई नीड मोर प्रैक्टिस. नहीं ये नहीं. मे बी ये इसकी बात कर रहा है. वुड शेड. सो आप इधर आपने को सोने के लिए तो कुछ नहीं है इधर. मे बी हियर. ओह ये रहा. बट अभी टाइम क्या हुआ है? लेट्स चेक मी. हाँ अभी तो दिन ही है. नहीं सो नहीं सकते अभी. सो वो बोल रहा था कि गाँव वालों की थोड़ी हेल्प करो तो मैं तुमको मदद करूंगा आगे.
Did you drink away your hose?
No, I just... Sorry.
देखते हैं अभी गाँव वालों को क्या मदद चाहिए. देख लेते. नहीं ये तो गेम खेलने के लिए बोलेगी यार. इससे बात करके देखते हैं। ये तो हाउसमेड है। इस लेडी से बात करते हैं। ये तो विलेजर है, ये तो बात नहीं कर रही है। ये मे भी बात करेगा।
Put some clothes on you, scout.
यस।
Welcome. What can I do for you?
How you doing? I'm Henry.
Nice to meet you. I'm Zdeněk. I'm a storyteller. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
I know a lot of stories too. I have a drink here. I will pay you. I will come back another time. इससे कुछ फायदा तो नहीं है।
You know what? I think I'd rather come back another day.
See you later.
मे भी आपने को उससे बात करनी पड़ेगी। ओह, ये तो रॉबर है भाई। इधर रॉबिंग नहीं करना है अपने को। इधर थोड़ा अपने को सेफ रहना है।
Doesn't it bother you? Walking around here like some kind of animal?
Well, it does. But I had no choice. Sorry.
नथिंग हियर। कोई भी विलेज में कोई दिखाई नहीं दे रहा यार इधर। लेट्स गो, इससे बात करते हैं अभी।
What can I do for you?
टेल मी अबाउट मोर इंटरेस्टिंग जॉब।
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin. And they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up. And especially the cargo. Go to Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Which way to go? Okay.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semin.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Okay, here to Semen. Okay, fine. हाँ, इधर अपना घोड़ा है और घोड़े के पास जाते हैं पहले। इंस्पेक्ट। अभी इसने अपने को जाने के लिए बोला है सेमेन। हेड टू सेमेन, यस। मार कर देते हैं और निकलते पाए जल्दी से।
Quick!
ओह, घोड़े का भी स्टेमिना है भाई, वो भी थक रहा है। तो इसको अपने को थोड़ा सा संभल के लेके जाना पड़ेगा। इज दैट राइट वे? तो आई एम गोइंग। वैसे अपन इस तरह से भी जा सकते थे, अपने को शॉर्टकट पड़ता मे बी। लेट्स गो बैक।
Go!
शॉर्टकट लेके जाते, चलो लेट्स गो। बूम। यार इधर कोई वो मिलिट्री वाला नहीं, जो वॉरियर रहते हैं ना, वो नहीं होने चाहिए। कि वो रहे तो अपना घोड़ा भी लेके जा सकते हैं, अपने को रॉब भी कर सकते हैं। सो बी केयरफुल गाइस। आप भी खेल रहे होंगे ये गेम, तो थोड़ा संभाल के आप इस पाथ से जाओगे तो। वेट अ सेकंड, इधर से मैं सही तो जा रहा हूँ, बट ये रास्ता बहुत लंबा पड़ेगा यार। इससे अच्छा तो मैं बीच में से जाऊँ।
Quick!
देखते रास्ता रहेगा तो जाएंगे, वरना अपना घोड़ा तो चल ही रहा है। क्योंकि गाइस ये बहुत शॉर्टकट है, मतलब बहुत शॉर्टकट है। अपन जंगल के बीच से जा रहे, सो अपना टाइम भी बचता है और अपन जल्दी पहुंचते हैं अपने लोकेशन पे। सही जा रहा हूँ क्या? यस, आई एम ऑन द राइट वे। बहुत दूर जाना है अपने को, जल्दी से चलते। बेचारे को मैं जंगल से, सो गाइस मैं मिलता आपको डायरेक्ट वो लोकेशन पे।
Go! Go! Quick! 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 Go!
ये गाइस, यस गाइस, अपन फाइनली सीमन में आ चुके हैं। यस, वी डिस्कवर द सेमन। और इस गांव में आपने को एक कार्ट ढूंढना है, जो कार्ट आपने को, वेट अ सेकंड, ओ मैं पीछे जा रहा हूँ, इधर है, इधर तो है कार्ट। इस एरिया में किधर तो है ये लोग। लेट मी चेक।
Whoa! Whoa!
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
या ये मे बी, यस इधर ही है गाइस।
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Serene is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you fray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
ओ ज्यादा उछल रहा है ये, इसको
I'll
दिखाते
get
हैं।
you.
होल्ड ऑन।
I'll beat you.
व्हाट, इसने मारने का मौका ही नहीं दिया अबे।
Come on. Oh, you wee
What
bastard!
in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that way?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced. And your son
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
It sounds dangerous. I will glad to join you. Let's go for positive because इसके साथ अपने को जाना ही पड़ेगा अभी.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above! And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
I thought you had let me mount up. I will follow you on foot. भाई घोड़े से जाते हैं क्योंकि बहुत दूर जाना है. Can I borrow a horse? Let's go for this.
You've got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
नो आई हैव लेट्स गो यस इसको क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं और मिशन के बारे में पूछते हैं इसको
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about.
आई लाइक टू गो टू द वेडिंग who's oh wedding nice
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
speak to lord well I did flirt with oh no ये नहीं कर सकते अपन
Well, I heard Lord von Berghoff will be at the wedding, and I need to speak with him.
Son, I don't know if you're serious or yanking my pizzle. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't you? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
I do like to go to the wedding who is the Jurko
This Yurko and his mates. Who are they?
They're Lord Samin's kin. They're fine as long as they don't get too much booze inside them.
Only they're from Moravia, so they're never far from the booze.
But what could I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides, they stick with the family when push comes to shove. And you can't say that about everyone.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
Well, I heard Lord von Berghoff will be at the wedding, and I need to speak with him.
Son, I don't know if you're serious or yanking my pizzle. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't you? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
ये तो हो गया था
We should probably get going.
My thoughts exactly. Off to the courtyard then.
yes meeting and lord in the courtyard देख लेते भाई इधर कुछ है क्या रॉब अपन इधर रॉब नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि ये पकड़ लेगा इधर से इसे निकलने में भलाई है भाई ओह शिट मैन मेरा हेल्थ देखो ये पॉच क्या है मेरे को अभी तक पता नहीं चला ये कॉफ पैडल कॉफ वेट अ सेकंड ऑल में यू आर नॉट वेयरिंग अ पॉच तो पॉच कैसे पहने भाई लेट मी चेक पुट इट इन पॉच इधर पॉच मेरे को कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है
What happened to you?
वेट अ सेकंड पॉच बेल्ट ज्वेलरी रिंग हुड कॉलर कैप कोट ग्लोव्स हॉर्स पैडल शूज टॉर्च ओह ये रहा पॉच बॉडी पॉच बट पॉच अपने को नहीं मिला है अपने को मे बी ट्रेड से लेना पड़ेगा क्या लेट मी चेक मे बी अपने को पॉच खरीदना पड़ेगा चलो कोर्टयार्ड में मिलते हैं इनके साथ इससे बाद में बात करता हूँ maybe this is the courtyard and this is his horse
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
As you say, sir.
भी जाना कैसे है
Start searching, sir.
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, They had to pass through Troskowitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskowitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very
अपना
good.
घोड़ा इधर है ना.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to anything.
Stop wandering off. We won't wait for you forever. Is it true, Henry? Did Yurko and his cronies assault you?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
I'll say it for you. Henry got his arse kicked. You know Yurka's as strong as an ox.
And why wouldn't he be, with all he eats and drinks? But what can we do with you, Henry, if even a drunken Moravian brawler can beat you? We could get into all sorts of tricky situations along the way.
That's true, Henry. But there's something we can do about that. I think Lord Sameen here could teach you a thing or two.
Yeah, why not? What do you say, youngster? Fancy a bit of training?
Okay, the challenge provoke, refuse the challenge. Let's go for training, man. Why
Be an
not?
honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
ये आपने को ट्यूटोरियल देने वाले मतलब कैसे फाइट करनी है कैसे क्या करना है अभी इसके पास वो बांध का तो दिखाई दे रहा है मेरे को लेट्स सी अभी किधर लेके जाते हैं आपने को कैप्टन ये घोड़े का पूंछ देखो अपने पास घोड़ा नहीं रहता तो आपने कोई इनके साथ पैदल ही जाना पड़ता क्योंकि ये अभी कोई तो किंग के कुछ रिलेटिव है तो इसकी वजह से बट अपने पास अपना घोड़ा था तो इससे कोई दिक्कत नहीं रही ये में भी आपने को टाउन में लेके जा रहे बट लेट्स सी
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
ओह ट्रेनिंग पाथ पे अपन आ चुके हैं इधर गाइस मैंने बीच वाला पार्ट स्किप कर दिया क्योंकि वो बहुत बोरिंग हो रहा था मतलब मैं घोड़े पे था और ये भी कुछ एक्टिविटी नहीं कर रहे थे ये भी तेज नहीं जा रहे थे मैं भी इससे बात करनी है क्या यस इससे बात करना है
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
No need. I am armed. All right. What will you give me? Oh,
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
a sword, axe, a mace. चलो sword से better मांगते हैं.
I believe the quill is mightier than the sword.
Is that so? Well, that's nice, son. Next time you meet a fella on the road who wants to rob you, you can write a sonnet about it. Or maybe you try and tickle him to death.
But what I meant was... Well,
What do I care? Just save the wise arsery for someone with the stomach for it. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it.
thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
Deal with Lord Simon. पहले अपना मुंह धो लेते हैं.
What's the matter? Surely you're not afraid of me?
What do you say, son?
Luck was not on my side.
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
That's true. And you handled this too, sir. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he's saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
Carry on to Troskowitz. अभी ये किधर है? Let me check. भाई साहब ये किधर है? ओ इधर ही है. ओके.
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. Don't worry about losing, lad.
इन्होंने मेरे को क्या दिया है वेपन्स में? आपने को इन्होंने गैरलिस क्लब दिया है, बट इसका डैमेज तो ठीक ठाक है. वेट, कंडीशन, मैन स्टेट 52 है. प्राइस 43. ये ज़्यादा महंगा है. वेट इसका भी ज़्यादा है, बट मेरे को ये वाला लेना है. बट इन्होंने मेरे को ये दिया है तो अपन में भी इसके साथ आते हैं. चलो. Heavy weapons.
You've got some talent, I can tell. You should come to the courtyard and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping the dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
ये बोल रहे शादी कर लो और उधर ही चर्च के पास घर बना दो और उधर ही सेटल हो जाओ. चर्च में जाओ, प्रे करो और फिर से चालो अपना रूटीन. गाइस देख रहे हैं ना, ये सब एक कार्ड्स बोलते हैं इनको. मतलब एक्चुअल में बस एक से कुछ प्लेन रहते हैं और उन पे जो ऐसे कार्ड रहते हैं, मतलब टेक्सचर बस अप्लाई कर देते हैं ताकि गेम स्मूथ चले और दिक्कत ना हो.
Here I am, you. Now you'll see that crime doesn't pay.
Come on. इनसे भागना पड़ेगा.
I surrender! Enough! Not only are you a fucking horse thief, but you also had the gall to steal mine! You've got me fucking mad!
इससे मैंने बस घोड़ा लिया था यार, इसको याद है अभी भी. I don't have enough money. You can come with agreement. Do you know who I am?
How dare you accuse me like that? Like some ordinary peasant? Do you have any idea who I am? What are you trying to pull on me? You'll pay for that. I can't pay. I don't have enough money. In that case, the pillory awaits.
इसमें बहुत टाइम लगेगा यार.
Eat shit!
You thought you'd get away with it, did you?
Show your stuff!
Oh shit! Shit, come on! भाई ये घोड़ा लेके अपन ने गलती की इधर, ये अपने को मार रहा है.
Surrender now.
All right! You caught me. I surrender.
You're a wanted man. Now it's time to deal with your horse thieving.
Take me away.
Right then, let's go. I'll lock you up in the pillory until you rot.
आपने को इधर बहुत तगड़ा गाइज रॉबरी का शिक्षा मिला है. देखो ये गाइज, मतलब कितने दिन से बेचारा ऐसा ही है. कम ऑन. ये गिर जाएगा अभी, उठाने के बाद ये टोटल गिर जाएगा, क्योंकि इसने 3 दिन से कुछ खाया नहीं है, कुछ पिया नहीं है. सो इसमें अपनी गलती है गाइज. सो
Fuck. What a disgrace.
ये रही यार. चलो अपना काम तो हुआ.